All right, hello kids. Zach McCray with my stream of unconsciousness. I am laid up right now. I am on a uh, love seat with my leg propped up. In fact, I'll try to show you here. I can't. I don't know if you guys can see that because I'm using my laptop to show you this video. But there is a big knee brace with a big pack of ice on top of it. Hopefully, you all can see a little bit of that. And then, of course, I've got my counter up here with all my stuff on it, my wallet, my drink, everything there. So that's what I got going on here. All right. I'll get to the sports now. A couple things real quick. I won't be long tonight. First off, it's a shame to hear about Jaime Garcia. If you heard the show on Wednesday, my last show that I was on the air this week, I was contemplating just how bad he's been since he signed his contract last year. And I went back and looked at the numbers, and I don't know if there's anything about with this or not. Just throwing it out there. You would think maybe there's an issue, maybe something happened after he signed. I don't know if it's if it's something physical or if it's something mental, but I wrote it down, did all the math here, and before he signed his big contract in July of last year, he had started 47 games, had a record of 22-11 in those games, and in 280 innings of work, he had an ERA of 2.92, and his WHIP, who doesn't like a good WHIP, was 1.29. Since his signing, he has started 24 games. His record 7-8 compared to 22-11. His ERA in 143 and 2/3 innings, 4.25 after the signing compared to before the signing, 2.92. And the WHIP, I was telling you about that WHIP, I like 1.29 before the signing, 1.44 since the signing. So something's up. To me, look, after the things Dave Duncan told us on the radio last year about Jaime and his mental fortitude at times, and now, the shoulder problems, the apparent shoulder problems on top of it, I think we got a little bit of a mental and a physical thing. As far as the game last night, Lance Lynn, fantastic. Rough start, wasn't quite sure, kind of hung some breaking balls, but only 11 Ks later, he ends up having a career night and tied for the league lead in wins now with 9 and Freeze. Boy, I tell you, I know he's kind of been on the uptick the last couple of games, but that grand slam, I can't think of another person that needed that more. Now, I want to get to this NBA Finals. You guys, if you guys listen to the show, you guys know I'm all about LeBron James. I think he's always gotten more criticism than he deserves. I think people are still knocking him for a press conference that he did 2 years ago. 2 press conferences, basically, that he did 2 years ago. One when he said I was taking my talents to South Beach, and the other one, they're not 5, not 6, not 7. He's still getting heat for that today. No pun intended. But last night, 45 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists. Awesome. In a spot where, I mean, when was there a time? Somebody send me a message at the bottom of this screen. Send me a time when a player had more pressure on them in an elimination game than LeBron James did last night, and he came alive. It was fantastic, and we'll still hear the knocks. We'll still hear him. Well, why doesn't he do this every game? And he hasn't done this in the finals, so wait till then. All that stuff. Jason Whitlock had a great tweet, and I think I co-signed on it. It said something to the effect of, if Dwayne Wade doesn't mind being the Robin to LeBron's Batman instead of the other way around, then the Heat might got something going here. And I tend to agree. His play, LeBron James' play, when he decides he wants to take over a game, is contagious. Can't wait for Game 7. And by the way, the fans who root against the Heat, look, I get it. If you hate the Heat, you hate the Heat. But wouldn't you want them to get to the NBA Finals still so you could watch this for a little bit longer? This is fun. You're not going to have any rooting interest, most of you, in a Celtics Thunder series. At least you'll have somebody to hate for a week or two more, won't you? That's just something. It's something on the outside. It's not a little something extra for you. Anyway, you saw you saw the knee. I think I showed you everything. I got one. Here you go. Here's your one last picture. Thank you, Dr. Lehman, for taking all this stuff out. And here's a picture on my iPhone. Hopefully, that will come together right there. I think you guys can see that. That is 3 pieces of my femur that were extracted from my knee. They were just hanging around there. Basically, the bottom ball of my femur came off when I tore my knee off, or tore my knee up, I should say. And those big pieces, a couple of them about an inch long. I'll try to bring it out for you. They came right off my knee and have been floating around ever since. And that's what got taken out of my knee yesterday, or 2 days ago, I guess I should say by now. And so now that and a partially torn ACL later, and I'm confined to no weight on this bad boy for 1 full month. Ugh, so say prayers for me, but keeping you out there in 101sports.com land, though. So thanks for hanging out with me. We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching the stream. Ooh, what an original name. Not really.